No, because the Midian sold them directly to Egypt. There was a chain of events. Yep. Yep. We're holding Yudalid, first column. Yudalid and Maharal quoted the Gemara in Eruvin that Kol Avarech min HaKavod, one who flees from honor will pursue him, and the one who pursues honor will flee from him. So he explained, when one is honored, you honored from a third party. He says on top, person who pursues honor, that he wants honor to come upon him. Why? You want to initiate kavod, but where does honor come from? Others honor you. It's something outside. It has to be a recognition from the outside to the person. There's others evaluating him that he's deserving. But if you're the one who initiates it, it means they don't honor it. They don't recognize it. So therefore, if you pursue it, you don't have it. Because honor is other people's recognition. It's like I say, but you know who I am? That's not the way it works. They have to know, they have to recognize who you are. Then they give you honor. A person who flees from honor. That means he has no interest in honor. That means if anybody's going to honor me, somebody else has to recognize it. I'm not interested. So if you're not interested, where's it going to come from? You can't stop other people from appreciating who you are. That's automatic. That's natural. You understand? If somebody sees somebody special, and they're less than him, they're going to honor him naturally. So why are they now honoring him? Because they recognize who he is. So if a person flees from honor, that means he has nothing to do with the people honoring him. Why are they honoring him? Because they recognize who he is, therefore they're offering this honor. Okay? That's why the kavod pursues him. Now he says, firstly, he says, a person who pursues honor, what is that? That's gaiva. You want to be ingratiated. You want to feel, you want to be inflated. A person's honor is something which is a status. You deserve to be honored. But a person's a balgaiva, it's a negative characteristic. So once the impetus is gaiva, then you're not deserving. That disqualifies you from honor. Even if a person normally has special qualities, but if you're a balgaiva and you keep trying to impress upon people who you are, you're not going to have it. Hashem will not have you have it because you're not an honorable person. I'll give you an example. They speak about today's generation. Who are the heroes? Who's the heroes? A few years ago, there was a pitcher for the Yankees, right? And he was a drug addict. He was in I don't know what. He beat his wife. He was in a detox, but he was a phenomenal pitcher. This is the hero. You understand? This is a hero. The guy reeks from everything corrupt. I mean, you could look at this person. A person could have special qualities, but he pursues honor. He lets everybody know who he is. Do you know who I am? I'm God's gift to humanity, because I'm this and I'm that. He may be all that, but you're corrupted. Once you're corrupted, you're not deserving to be honored any longer. That's the point he's making. No, he's not a person who's deserving of honor. A person who's a lowly spirit, that supports honor. That's honorable. That's an honorable person. What's the prerequisite to kavod? Anova. That's the prerequisite to kavod. See, No, the person's not interested, but it says factually. It's just a fact. It's a fact. You don't. Well, not saying the person needs it.
Do we need cover the way do we? Is cover something that
Covered has value. Covered has you should be rodik min covered. You should flee on her.
Right. So cover is not what we.
Covered is just a reality. Person's honored. You know, Mr. Glucose, you say, you know, there's the death test. What's the death test? You have a person, when he's alive, you know, it's this and this and that. Comes to his funeral, 15 people. Rav Moshe Feinstein, Rav Shach, Zeichet Tzaddik Levrocha. He's extreme, he's a this, he's a that. People, rabbis from the Manhattan pulpits, they speak about him. They refer to him as Shach. The man passes away, he has 300,000 people at his funeral. When this guy dies, what does he have? Riverside is half empty, right? So that's the death test. Who's who and who's what, right? What's kavod? Right? That's what it's. Not the person's looking for it, not at all, but it's just the reality.
Right, so
It's recognition of who the person is.
to that person, it doesn't mean anything. If someone is truly humble, cover means nothing.
Means nothing to him. Definitely means
Correct.
nothing. Definitely.
Yeah.
But sometimes covet has value, because sometimes, like we speak about covet Torah. Covet Torah, because if people don't value Torah, nobody's going to pursue Torah. So sometimes you have to make certain demands of proper respect. Otherwise, people can't appreciate what Torah is. It's not you demanding your own honor. It's because, right? The Gemara says, I mean, the halacha is, Talmud shemachol kvodu kvodu machol. Right? Talmud has a right to waive his honor. First, it's a Torah obligation to honor him, to acknowledge him. But what about the disgrace of Torah? Talmud Chacham is not permitted to allow himself to be disgraced. You want to waive honor, you could waive. But disgrace, you have no right. Because you're disgracing the Torah itself. That he has no right. You know, person pushes the envelope. You know, person runs for office. Didn't make it. Tries again. You know, the handwriting's on the wall. It's not meant to be now. Maybe later. Right? There's certain indicators will tell you it's not now. You know, there's a time and place. Everything. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. But factually, it's not happening. Therefore, you're trying to be dochik. You're trying to push it. It's not meant to be. You want greatness, you want to ascend, it's not time to ascend yet. So if it's not the time, you know, you want to see the show hasn't started yet. Okay? So what are you going to do? The door's locked. Right? The lights are off. Where are you going? Same thing. You got to read it right. You can't push the time. It's when it's meant to be, it's going to happen. It's no Gedolei Yisrael. What do they put themselves forth? It happens naturally. They naturally rise to the top. It's not, you know, you have a pull. Who, what, when. When the time for that person to be appreciated, recognized, he's going to be recognized. That's part of the hashgacha. That's the divine providence. That's when it's meant to be, he will be. You know, it's interesting. Rav Shach, Zeichet Tzaddik Levrocha, when he was about 103, he passed away, he was 107, he felt he was ready. He wasn't able to lead any longer. He couldn't interact and speak to people the way he could because he was getting older. And so he started to send people to Rav Steiner. Any advice, any direction, he was the one. Because he felt he had what it took to be his successor. So he's the one who chose him. It's not the people chose him, and the people started to go. And then people started to recognize who he was, and he rose to be who he was. Till then, he's at a shiur. Very few people even heard of him. Nobody even heard of him. Nobody knew who he was. Rav Moshe was known. Rav Moshe was supposed to. But even in terms of his renown, so you have a shiur, go as the rabbi. But in terms of his special prominence and all that, that only first happened probably in the 60s. In the 60s. Rav Moshe Reddy was a man in his 60s, in his mid-60s. Maybe he was in his 50s already. He started to be recognized to be something special. He would walk in the street, people wouldn't even notice him. He walked by, he would go on the subway, on the bus. That's it. Nobody accompanied him. No, he went himself. That's the way it used to be. To be continued. We'll see. What? What? You want honor. You want the position because you want honor, not because you can be more effective. But even then, I want to be effective, and they turn you down. You know what the answer is? You're not supposed to be here.
I mean, it's not necessarily Hashem sets it up like that. That's human nature. I mean, people do that. It's a natural way. If someone sarcastic, people disassociate.
That's Rabbeinu. See, Rabbeinu Yonah learns like that, not like the Maharal. People, are impressed with the person who's more humble. Somebody always wants to put himself on you. People stay away from the person. That's Rabbeinu Yonah. But you know something? It depends on the quality of the crowd. Some people, they're attracted to that kind of personality.